Part 8, Defining Oneself.
We were taught judgments for their promise, that we would find love in their use. Instead, we find that judgments stop us from loving ourselves and separate us from the love of others. However, it is difficult to stop judgmental communication without a more effective substitute. Fortunately, there is one. Power communication is how to speak the language of neutrality, while at the same time allowing us to end the use of judgments. It commands attention and produces immediate results. Not only will we feel differently not judging, but those around us will notice a change also, because it is non-aggressive.
Defining oneself. I like, I don't like. I want, I don't want. That works for me. That doesn't work for me. The first thing we may notice is that there are no you statements. Upon hearing a you statement, there is often a subconscious tendency to prepare ourselves for battle. We turn the message into a challenge. So what's the difference between the statements of judgment and neutrality? Let's examine each. We begin with judgmental statements. That's wrong. You shouldn't do it. You're bad for doing that. In a judgmental statement, we often first read others the riot act, and then we separate from them as punishment. Now, here are some defining statements. I don't like what just happened. I don't want it to happen again. Did you notice how we first made the statement neutral, and then we defined ourselves in relationship to it? We didn't say that what happened was good or bad, but rather how we felt about it. The same information is being shared when we judge something as when we keep it neutral and define ourselves in relationship to it. But there is a world of difference between the two. Can you feel the energy difference? Which way would you prefer to be spoken to? The choices are: define an object or situation with judgments, you're bad, or define ourselves in relationship to a neutral object or situation. I don't like what happened. Judgmental beliefs expressed are like gasoline ready to ignite with any frictional disagreement. Expressed neutral ideas cause no such problem. Let's look at some judging and defining examples. Judging. That's wrong. You shouldn't do that. You're bad for doing it. Versus defining. I don't like what just happened. I don't want it to happen again. Judgment leads us to withdraw our love and separate. Defining ourselves involves separating someone's behavior from the love they are. And I feel certain we know that that is often not an easy task. However, there are some benefits when we do. Defining ourselves creates inner peace. What we have stated is simply how we feel. We do not need to search for evidence to defend being right or wrong. Our minds stay quiet. It also creates contentment. Expressing how one feels is usually deeply self-satisfying, whether there is agreement or not. And finally, we find joy in its use. Expressing ourselves is self-love. Inner joy is the body and mind's response to such love. That, folks, is one of the goals of participating in a dialogue with others. We are able to expand our love. We're going to have to change some of our ideas on communication to speak neutrally. And as you may well know, change is often not instantaneous. Let's visit change for a moment to understand why.
In Part 9, we'll look at the reasons why many of us don't like change, what is a log pile, and how change is affected by anchoring bias.